Yo. Welcome to the 317 Sports Project with Penn and Pops. I'm your boy, Penn.
Oh, hey, I'm Pops.
Hey.
Oh, shit.
Hey. You didn't want to push the button, nigga. I told you you ready. I
blacked out for a second. I was just thinking about PBR. I was reading this and I was like,
Yep. So, welcome to the 317 Sports Project with Penn and Pops. I'm Penn, that's Pops. Episode 59, tentatively titled. I'm not going to give you the title yet because, you know, it's one of those titles that you may not approve. So before I title it, I wanted to throw it by you, but we'll talk about it throughout the episode and see what you think about it. It's Tuesday, October 22nd, 2024, which means this show is going to drop on Friday. Is that October 25th? Is that right?
That is then.
Yep. At 10 a.m. everywhere you people podcast. Big ups to the people who've been listening, watching, checking out the show, sending us comments, liking our posts and stuff. I'm seeing stuff. I'm seeing y'all liking stuff. I'm seeing views go up. I'm seeing people like stuff out of here and there. And I'm very, very appreciative of such antics. Mic checks?
Yeah.
How you doing, bro?
Struggling. Bad mental health. Few weeks. A lot going on for sure.
Yeah.
Had to skate down to Florida. I didn't let anybody know.
I had no idea. He didn't even tell me. He told me 2 days after he came back. He's like, "Oh yeah, bro, I was out."
Yeah,
I feel you.
I didn't. I just was like, I need to go away for a little bit. I went by myself.
Yep.
There was no Wi-Fi.
Nope.
There was no nothing.
Post-hurricane, he was outie 5.
I did nothing.
I love that.
And it was actually wonderful.
I love that.
So yeah, it was good. Good to see Ma. It was needed. I came back kind of ready to figure some shit out and know that I got some good stuff coming. I just gotta keep it moving. I gotta keep trying to go get the dream there. So
that shit's hard though.
It's tough. It's real tough.
Hard, bro.
It's real tough. Yeah. It's like I don't wanna. But yeah, there's I get these rewarding moments throughout work and reminders of the impact that I have on people.
Mm-hmm.
That'll make me emotional.
Yeah. Get it, dog.
Shit.
I feel you. This is exactly, You know what? This is exactly why we do this. I'm being for real. This is exactly why we do this. Talk it out, cuz.
Yeah. And,
talk it out.
And I get it often at work where, again, reminder of the light I am, the beacon that I am for people, and people come to me for many things. Now, as much as that's great, I need to have those moments where I can kind of go reset and take care of myself. So
it'd be a lot.
That's a lot. Yeah, it's very draining. But
being an empath and being a spirit and being someone that when you walk in the room, you have to be Zachariah or you have to be Brian or you have to be B, you have to be honest or whatever the case may be. It's a lot.
Yeah, and you have that mixture of people that when they notice something's wrong, there are the people that genuinely ask you, what do you need? And then the people that ask you what's wrong because I need you to be better.
Thank you. I need you to be on. Not better. Not better. Yeah. I need you to be on.
You're not allowed to be upset because I need you today because I'm going through stuff. So there's those people as well. And yeah, I had some moments during hurricane and Bubba time that I was struggling and had to separate myself from my team and go to a room and just I'm gonna just not be there to help people and they gotta just figure it out. And that was kind of nice because it's hey, I gotta worry about me. If you want me to be better at some point, you gotta let me separate myself. So
yeah, beautifully said.
There's me, but I did have a great job interview this week. That's coming. So that was amazing.
Fuck yes.
Yeah, that was great with HR. It was black lady, which was amazing.
No shit.
Yeah.
Running the show over there, the
HR advisory support role. We'll see. Again, I'll say this. I'll get to the next round of interviews.
There you go.
I might not be chosen for the job because I don't have HR experience.
It's practice.
But I have somebody now in my network.
My nigga.
That's all that I care about.
Snarf.
Yeah.
I'm struggling as fuck, bro.
Yeah.
This month is shitty. I was sick as fuck for half of it. I've been sad as fuck for most of it, just to be honest. Overwhelmed, tired. I literally don't feel like cleaning shoes. I don't feel like training clients. And both of those things are literally going phenomenally. Like, I just had $300 in drop-offs today, which is my biggest day in probably this year in one day. Like, that's a lot. That's a lot of drop-offs. Yeah. Like, that's beautiful. But I don't really give a fuck. Like, I just don't have the energy to be like excited. I don't have the energy.
That's great. That's great. Don't give a fuck. So, that's awesome.
You know what I'm saying,
I know
though.
exactly
like,
what you're saying.
Training my clients and they're doing great, and I love every single one of my clients. But like at 7 o'clock and 4 o'clock and noon and 5 o'clock 6 o'clock when it's time to go train them, I don't want to, man. I'm tired and I'm sad and I'm grumpy. Like, I'm really emotionally grumpy right now. And that's when I know I'm at my limit because I'm cried. Like, the next thing that somebody says to me, I'm either going to punch them in the face or just start crying. And they're going to be like, bro.
Punch you in your motherfucking forehead. I'm going to punch you in your motherfucking forehead.
Like, you broke me, dog. You are the one that actually broke me. So I'm happy to be here. Me, you, and Britt had a nice little talk before we started the show. Had some vulnerability. We all talked. I love all of y'all. We just had that little brief thing. We're all vibing. We're all going through some shit right now, man. But I'm happy to be here. But yes, I am. October 2024 has been struggle bus like a motherfucker.
Yeah, that better mean that 2025 is real good. I'm just saying. I think we deserve that.
You hit the nail on the head, man. Like, this is literally the 1 year anniversary of our brother dying. Yeah. And I haven't given myself any grace to mourn any of the 5 people who passed away last year that I knew. And like, that shit is not linear, and that shit will smack you in the face when you smell something. That shit will smack you in the face when you drive down the street and you see something or a song comes on, like Michigan fucking football games. Like, man, like the shit, like, whew. Yeah, so I love you. I'm happy we're here. Episode 59. I'll tell you the title in a little bit. Show me some motherfucking Mary. What's on deck?
All right. Here's what we got today.
Thanks for listening, people. I told you, it's not just sports.
To the show.
For sure.
We've got MLB World Series is set. Yankees and Dodgers. Let's go. Big matchup recaps for the NFL. Opening matchups. Team deep dive NBA. WNBA finals recap. It was ugly, but the Liberty got her done.
It was ugly.
And college football weekend recaps. A little bit of everything.
All right.
Honestly, this was one of those harder because they were at the time of the season.
A lot going on, cuz
I'm like, do I move this section to fine print or no? Well, no. I'd rather talk about too much going on.
Yeah, a lot going on.
And I don't want to have an hour and 45 minutes.
We're not doing that. We've learned that about an hour to an hour and 11 minutes is like, get the fuck up out of there.
We'll talk to you next episode.
But this one might be a little longer because we got a lot. We'll see though. We always think that the good, bad, and the ugly. Quick hitters. Here we go. The good. This is very, very simple, bro. The NBA season starts tonight.
Let's do this.
I mean, it doesn't really get any gooder than that. I don't want to go deep because we're going to take a deep dive into it later, but it is literally the tip-off of the NBA season, and I am excited. Something tells me that these fools are about to actually care more. You have those typical lulls during, sometime in the season. I think that there are so many teams that were 1 or 2 games away from a position that they wanted to be in last year, that this year, they're not willing to fuck around.
I agree.
They're really not going to be willing to fuck around. I also think that the exposure that the WNBA got this year and the excitement around that game is only going to continue to, they're going to continue to catapult one another. So now I'm even more excited for the NBA season because the WNBA season was so great.
Yeah, I mean, and honestly, the WNBA season was so great that they had some games that were ranked higher than some.
You feel what I'm talking about?
NBA games.
For sure.
So when
like
it comes
important
to
NBA games.
Yeah, like, okay, well, that just kind of shows you what the up and up. So I kind of like that there's going to be, feels like maybe a little competitive nature between the viewership of the WNBA and NBA, which would be like fantastic.
That's what I'm talking about.
So very excited. Season starts this week. Pacers start this week. I'm like, this is my favorite. Like,
no doubt. I'm way more of a Pacers fan than a Colts fan. I realize this more and more all the time.
Yeah.
The bad news, not really anything too horrible going on. I was looking around the sports world, all of that stuff. Nothing too bad, but the 76ers, man, Joel Embiid is out for the first week. Will they extend that? Who knows? And I put injuries. He sat out for the first 2 seasons. They was talking about trust the process. Homies missed 204 games total, which is almost 3 seasons. He played 39 games last year, and in those games, he averaged 33 points and 11 rebounds. So clearly, his career stats are 28 and 11, most talented center in the NBA, period. Can he play 65 plus games this season? He lost 25 to 30 pounds, and he's working on it.
He needed to. That's a big part
exactly
of
it.
That's a big part.
That is exactly right.
You get to that. You're that size. You get to a point where your feet and your knees can't take the
Not
weight.
Your feet and your knees.
Not the feet and the
Not
knees.
the feet and the knees.
Yeah.
Head, shoulders, knees, and toes.
He's all knees and toes.
Head, shoulders, knees, and toes, my nigga.
So that's actually really good if he can cut down and if he can be a little quicker.
That's what he's trying to do. He's trying to get in better shape. Over under 60 games this year.
I'm going to go over this year.
Wow.
I think that he'll actually this will be one of his healthiest seasons he's had in a while. I just really feel that for him.
The homie Paul George will not be making his debut either. You said he hyperextended his knee?
Yeah.
Was it bad?
One of the sassiest injuries you've ever seen.
Oh, I saw it. I remember. He had the dip hip.
So yeah, hyperextended knee. He actually went on his podcast and let him know. Luckily, there's no struggle, no damage.
I love that they have their own voice. That's dope. Yeah.
So he was able to come out and go like, no, like I'll get reevaluated after that first week, but I wouldn't be so. He was like, it'll be sooner than later. So first week or two, he'll be back. He'll be fine.
All right, little hip dip. Nothing wrong with
dip.
that. The ugly. We're about to go in, y'all. I got permission before I wrote this. Well, not before I wrote this, but I got permission to some capacity. Not that I need it, but just to make sure we're on the same page. The levels are deep, man. Deshaun Watson. January 2021, he requested a trade from Houston. I think, me personally, he could feel it brewing and he feel it coming. March 2021, the first case emerged. Over 24 cases of women stating he committed assault. During massage appointments, he was suspended 11 games. Then he was guaranteed $230 million from the Browns in March of 2022. His season ended early from a shoulder injury, I believe. And this season, he has thrown for 1,148 yards, 5 touchdowns, 3 picks with a QBR rating of 23.4, which is statistically the worst in the league. The other day, versus the Bengals, he ruptured his Achilles, and the home fans booed. Now, where do we stand on this? We're going to talk about this part right now. Then we're going to go a little bit deeper. Where do we stand on the boo, Pops? Where you at?
Did they boo or cheer that he got hurt?
They booed him.
Yeah, I don't boo during injuries. Like, to me, like that, that's just a disrespectful to the game in general. Like, when somebody gets hurt, you don't, whether you cheer or whatever you don't like do that in spite of them. That's not what you do. That already happened to him. So whatever, if you say karma and all that kind of stuff, it's already happening. I do not kick people while they're down, period. Doesn't matter who they are.
Okay. And I love that perspective. I would not have booed, but I do have a different perspective on that, y'all. So hear your boy out. Because you all know that for me, I am not anti-Deshaun Watson because of Deshaun Watson's football play. I am anti-Deshaun Watson because of his off-the-field antics, and that is what it always has been for me. I don't give a shit how dope of a football player you are. If someone was like, bring him to the Colts, I would have been like, hell to the motherfucking... No, this dude's over here watching the Celtics game. This dude's over here watching the Knicks and Celtics game while I go in, and I love that about him. I would not have booed, but with that said, I kind of wonder what they were booing for. If the fans were booing because Deshaun Watson did not live up to the same cheers they were giving him when they were calling his name out to introduce him the first time he came on the field, because that same Deshaun Watson came out and most of y'all were screaming your heads off before when he came out for the first game he played in. Now that he's hurt and he's not playing the way y'all want him to play, you're booing him. I'm not cool with that. You don't get it both ways. But if you decided to express yourself and boo that man for the 24 women and the $230 million, which is basically like $1 million per case, if you were booing for that, I still don't think it's cool. I would have just kept it myself quiet and not said a damn thing. but I fucking get it. And to some capacity, I do think it's Karmachilles. I know that you don't love that, but I do.
No, I was the first one that said karma. Again, karma will do its job. Life is balance.
As a person who ruptured his Achilles before, it happened at a time for me when I was maniacal, I was selfish, I was a piece of shit, I wasn't treating the universe right, I was doing my friends dirty, and I needed to sit down. Deshaun Watson, you need to fucking sit down.
He was able to run away from the cases.
Thank you.
You ain't gonna run no more.
You can't run no more. You had that shit in your mind, which is why you're playing horrible football, because you don't get to get $230 million, have a bunch of cases, and then go ball the fuck out. That's not how life works. No. You still didn't want to get that sit down. You still didn't want to face it. Now, my dog, please go sit down, get some humility, get better, do better. Karmachilles, Watson.
Yeah, and honestly, at this point,
which is what I want to name the episode.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
Right?
I was trying to think of Watson or Watson, Karmachilles. Like, yeah, something. Yeah,
it's like Karmachilles Watson? Question mark. Karmachilles Watson? Karmachilles Watson? You know what I'm saying?
I say, yeah, I got you. Yeah, that's fine.
Right.
Yeah, and you know, we're at a point now too with where he is in his career.
It may be over.
Right. Where you go age, injuries, and contract.
And off the field antics.
Will the Browns even wait around for him?
No way.
Because it's already guaranteed. So whether you keep him or cut him, you already made the bad decision.
You made the horrible decision.
So
which is also Karmachilles.
Great.
You decide that's what you get.
I mean, right. And the Browns franchise, this is your karma too.
That's exactly what I'm saying.
So
this is what you get for playing with the devil. It's what you get.
So I think we're at a point and
and what team is going to want Deshaun Watson now?
Hopefully, all of this stuff, as a human being, you learn from, and you grow and you get better, and that's what you can hope for in this situation. And if you don't, that tells me what kind of human you are.
Period. Shout outs. Anyone you want to shout out?
Nope.
We're just going to give some love to the Indiana Pacers then. Season's about to start. Let's fucking go. We're going to talk more about that in Naptown News. We're going to take a quick break and come back. And I promise it's not going to be so deep from now on, y'all. We just had to get some shit out. It be like that. I didn't even know I needed to get it out. You know what I mean? 317 Sports Project. We'll be back in a second. Holla, holla. Brothers.
We're happy and we're singing and we're colored. We are colored. Give me a high five.
Welcome back to the 317 Sports Project. We are presented by Pinnacle Professional Coaching, one of our couple sponsors. Are you feeling stuck? Are you at a fork in the road and you just can't pick a direction? Reach out to Pinnacle Pro Coaching. We specialize in transition, mindfulness, and self-love. Schedule a 45-minute consultation and start to unlock your full potential today.
Damn, you read yours so much better than I read yours. I'd be like, what are we called? What are they called?
Sponsors.
Oh, yeah, sponsors. You read yours so much better than I do by your voice is all soothing and shit. I just feel like I sound carpal tunnel. Welcome to 3-1. You kill that shit. Around the world, before he kicks off the rest of the corner shot, talking about the MLB. And I added a little, thing up in here before we kicked it off that says money matters in the MLB. If the owner got that dough, you can get them dubs. The Mets were the number one paid team or whatever they had. What would that be?
Payroll.
The number highest in payroll, $318 million. Yankees were number 2 with $309 million. The Philadelphia Phillies were $247 million. And the Dodgers were number 5 with $241 million. Oakland A's. Just to give you guys a little bit of understanding, the Oakland A's were 30th, $63 million, and Shohei Ohtani made $70 million this year.
Yeah, and that just tells you the status of Oakland. I couldn't tell you a player on Oakland. I don't know of any.
Niggas who live in Oakland can't tell you a player on Oakland's squad.
First baseman.
Mark McGuire?
Yeah, right. Yeah. Mark, it's fine. It's fine. He knows who he is.
Like, bro, does it bother you in any capacity as an avid baseball fan that it really is about who's got the money? Does that bother you? Or is it just kind of, it is what it is, we've always known that?
It is what it is, and we've always known that.
Okay.
I mean, that has not changed. That's why New York Dodgers, they have the most meetings in MLB history in the World Series at 11. It just has always been that.
So you don't give a shit about parity. Not that I'm not being funny, but like you don't give a shit about parity to some capacity.
But at the same time, because that's why MLB Playoffs is so great. Like the the Dodgers won 3 COVID year. Yankees haven't won since 2009?
That may be true, but is someone in the top 5 or top 6 on payroll still winning every year? Even though it may not be the Yankees who have the number 2 or 3 highest payroll.
I mean, you've had the Braves in there. You've had, you know what I mean? Like regular season gets you that.
Okay. Get you wins
and get you like up, bye
week. If you sneak in, whoever's bats is hot. Whoever's
because Padres do have a high thing, but they were a wild card. That tells you how stacked it is up top, because even though those payrolls, there's still a lot of teams up there with high payroll, so it still creates parity in that. You're not seeing the same ones. Like Padres had they're in the top 10 with payroll. They'd have to be.
Okay.
They'd have to be. They were a wild card.
Okay.
So I still think you have some parity when it comes up to who's winning.
Padres are 15.
Wow. Okay.
15 in payroll.
And really, they have a good enough team to win a World Series. We got lucky in that series.
171 million.
Yeah.
This is actually kind of a dope little stat to know. Anyway, moving on, bro. Go kill him. Go get him.
ALCS recap. Yankees take the series 4-1 in a gentleman's sweep. Even though the Guardians got one, Yankees really controlled the whole series with their tough lineup. Highlight players for the Yankees: Juan Soto batted .368, 7 hits, 19 at bats, 3 home runs, 6 RBIs, 4 base on balls. Dude was a menace at no surprise and has a constantly on base or getting runners home. Hit the series sealing home run in the 10th inning of Game 5. Gleyber Torres, also really good with .364, 8 hits on 22 at bats, 2 RBIs, 2 base on balls. Very good.
2 dudes almost batted 400, bro.
Yeah. Was constantly on base, ready for the lineup to bring him home. Guardians highlight players. Really, the biggest thing on this was lack of the big bats. Their star players were not hitting the ball well.
I'm about to turn this game on. Did you see my stat that I put in there?
Yeah, 2 for 29 with runners in scoring position.
Is that real?
Yeah.
Jesus,
yeah, I mean,
bro.
You can't do that in the playoffs. And that's why I think I love playoff baseball. It's so who's getting hot at the right moment really, really matters for that. It's crazy. Is it still
the New York Knicks are not getting hot right now.
They're not hot.
The New York Knicks are getting blown out and embarrassed right now, 52-30. Y'all probably watching this, but damn.
Well, Mikal Bridges can't shoot no more. So,
did they change his jumper?
Yeah, it's bad. NLCS recap: Dodgers did, as you said.
Yeah,
congrats, Pops. Go Dodgers. That's what he wrote.
That's what I wrote.
Yeah.
That's for
Dodgers.
He didn't congratulate himself. Can you imagine the fucking?
That'd be such an
Can you
asshole.
Imagine the arrogance of some dickhead who's like, congrats, Pops.
That's me.
fuck these Phillies, but congrats, Pops.
Dodgers take Game 6 in dominating fashion, 10-5. The Mets took an early 1-0 lead in the first inning, but once the bat started for Dodgers, they did not let up. NLCS MVP Tommy Edman.
He did not bat .407.
407 on 11 hits and 27 at bats, 11 RBIs and 1 home
What
run.
are we talking about? That's got to be one of the highest.
Dude.
That has got to be one of the highest batting percentages in a series
a
ever.
way to
dog.
come in with Freddie Freeman dealing with an ankle injury, and he missed 2 of the games in the playoffs, or in this series. I'm sorry. Edman came in off the bench and just lit up, and did not slow down. Every single time he was up, he was obviously with 11 RBIs. You're bringing people home.
Your runners in scoring position game is fire.
Yeah.
What are we?
Dodgers drove in a record 46 runs in the series. So they're really hot right now. And that was with that top part of the lineup being decent, but still not as hot as they had been. So if they can get hot, I don't see them losing to the Yankees.
I hope they don't lose to the Yankees. Heidi, I love you, but fuck those dudes. From the wing. Let's
wing
go.
Shot.
Go
Week 7 recap. Got some good games. Texans at the Packers. As expected, this game was a great matchup. Brandon McManus hits a game-winning field goal in the first game as a Packer, and Green Bay wins it 24-22. I love that. Green Bay was another one of our teams that we looked at the beginning of the year.
Thank you. I just want to say thank you. Thank you. I didn't want to say it. You saw me. I'm just
We've done pretty well on picking.
We've been fire, bro.
On saying, hey, here's the teams you need to look at, whether it be college or in the
NFL. Like, we've been smacking these hoes this year, bro.
That was awkward. I started.
My bad. You know, give me a high five. I didn't know what he was doing. We probably need a handshake.
Yeah, we do. We don't have one. Never have.
We need a handshake.
Yeah. We're older. Like we've never had a
We've never had a handshake.
Never had a handshake.
All right. Yeah, we need a handshake for sure.
What were we talking about? Stroud struggles
how
against
right we are about NFL and college football this year.
Stroud struggles against stout Green Bay defense, going 10 for 21 for only 86 yards.
It's not good, CJ.
About what you had to do about Stroud.
When people put pressure on them.
They collapsed the pocket and did not give Stroud time enough to throw the ball. 4 sacks and 11 tackles for loss.
Yeah, happy feet.
Had happy feet.
Oh, yeah, happy feet. Which I get. Yo, them white uniforms were fire. White helmet, white uniforms. Fire. Like, yo, Green Bay. Yeah. Y'all doing some things up there.
Jordan Love was decent stat line. 22 for 33, 220 yards, 3 TDs and 2 interceptions.
You know our numbers. You know our numbers. You know our number. You know how we get down. You know our numbers. That's perfect football for us.
Another great
one
game.
Football, one less interception.
Lions at the Vikings. Lions clinched number 1 in NFC North, defeating the Vikings on last second
best
field
division
goal.
in NFL.
Absolutely.
Yeah, for sure.
31-29. Both teams had balanced attack, but Sam Darnold lost the QB battle as he threw for 1 interception. That 1 turnover is really what cost the game.
Jesus.
This could be our
Jared Goff MVP right now, game. or Lamar.
Ooh, Lamar looked fucking good.
Nigga had 5 touchdowns. He threw 5 incompletions and 5 touchdowns.
Yeah, because I still think as great as they have a lot of great players on that team. But
what team?
Lamar can carry that team. He's so dynamic that he's the star. Yeah, you have Derrick Henry, but Detroit has so many people that is
Derrick Henry has 840 plus rushing yards.
He's really good.
Okay,
at 30 years old.
Just want to say that out loud. He has 800 rushing yards.
You're not wrong.
Okay,
yeah, he's really good. Bengals at the Browns. Yeah, Burrow gets a much needed win against the spiraling Browns team. I didn't realize he was 2 for 7 against the Browns.
He's lost to them 5 times.
Yeah.
Or he's 2 and 7, or he's 2 of 7?
2 of 7.
Damn, dog.
Yeah. He's only won twice against the Browns.
That's not good.
No. No. I understand that before because he actually had a good quarterback in Baker, but
you have no excuse right now, for sure.
He threw for 2 touchdowns, 1 to Chase, 1 to Higgins. He brings Cincy to 3-4 and still has some time to right the ship. Cleveland will have to figure out what's next in the QB room as Watson went down with the Achilles injury. We said DTR came in throwing 2 interceptions, hurt his finger, and Winston came in and threw 1 touchdown. I still don't know if I buy there was actual an injury. I think that he was struggling, but the only reason that they were able to allow Winston to come in is he was the emergency quarterback. So DTR had to get hurt to allow Winston to play.
I feel honored to have served Deshaun Watson.
He's out there preaching.
He gonna be a deacon for
Absolutely.
Sure. To treat my teammates with anything but grace and love, you will not see from me.
He sounds like he's an African prince or something. Bro, what?
He was hitting every team. I will not. I was like, yo,
I come from the
cuz,
South.
like, what is going on out here in these streets? Fuck that nigga.
I didn't say a lot about this. Chiefs and 49ers. Chiefs keep chiefing.
Ugh.
They take the win in San Fran 28-18.
That was perfectly brief.
I don't really need to say much more
anyway.
that. Jets and the Steelers.
Yo, the Steelers, bro.
Steelers are good.
Fuck the Steelers. Mike Tomlin.
Mike Tomlin is good.
Mike Tomlin.
Yeah.
We've been talking about this food pretty much since the inception of this show. Mike fucking Tomlin, man. Jesus.
Russell Wilson's first game back led the Steelers to a 37-15 win. Wilson definitely had some rust in the first half, but played
He
pretty
played
well
shitty in the first
second
quarter.
half.
Yeah.
He had some lucky I'll say this: when you really put a microscope on that game, there was some.
He was not dropping dimes. No.
He was throwing it up, and his receivers went and got them. So you're like, okay,
Get one for the Gipper.
good job,
Right?
You
For
guys,
sure.
You guys got to win
For sure. Against the Jets.
I still don't feel great about them switching from Fields to him.
Ooh, do you not?
No. I think Fields.
Wow.
I mean, why? They were 4-2. Like, I just don't.
Can I tell you my perspective on that? Of course I can. We're on the fucking show. There had been one touchdown pass thrown to a wide receiver. I think the offensive line and I think the wide receivers probably were a little bit more excited knowing, oh shit. They were probably going a little bit harder for Russell Wilson. Some of them lucky catches were probably because they were like, shit, we're out here getting chances, nigga. Let's go get these. You know what I mean? One touchdown pass thrown to a wide receiver. If Justin Fields was playing, and trust me, I like Justo. You know I do. If Justin Fields was playing probably one level above, or part of the reason they were winning was because of Justin Fields, it's hard to pull that dude.
How many rushing touchdowns does he have?
That's a great question. I'd probably say 4 to 6. 4 to 6.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just getting.
I'm probably 4 to 6, and I'll look in here if you want, but probably 4 to 6ish. But I still don't think that would excite the whole offense enough. You know what I mean? For sure. Yeah. Anyway,
Jets look bad. So does Aaron Rodgers.
Man, Shannon Sharp said it best. He said he's not the old Aaron Rodgers. He's an old Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah. He also got caught eating a booger on the sidelines.
Oh, Aaron.
They need a leader, and he's not that.
Man. He's like he is not that, bro.
Didn't show up for as you wrote. Didn't show up for mandatory camp.
He's been known to be standoffish with teammates who aren't his favorite. He's selective with his inner circle, and this is not the time for it.
Yeah.
Is he the problem or is he a problem?
I don't think he's the.
Okay.
The Jets have been bad for a while. I don't think it's just Aaron. I think he contributes.
Do you think that he came in and was like, man, this is a shit, so fuck it?
Absolutely. Once he got there, and you're like, oh.
Nigga busted his Achilles. He came in he's like, fuck it.
Fuck this.
All right.
Yeah.
Now this is interesting right here. Go, bro. This is the injuries of the week.
Injuries of the week.
Literally the injuries of the week, which means in the last 5 days of football. You want to go?
Yeah. Deshaun Watson. We already know that one. DTR then got hurt in the same game. Brandon Ayuk torn MCL and ACL. DK Metcalf, grade 1 MCL sprain. Juju Smith-Schuster, hamstring, will be out a couple weeks. Aiden O'Connell, our Raiders QB, fractured thumb, IR. Tyler Huntley, shoulder injury, probably will go to IR. Jaden Daniels hurt his ribs in the first series, probably will be week to week. We'll see how bad that fracture is after the MRI. Deebo Samuel, hospitalized due to pneumonia and has fluid in the lungs. No timetable as of now. Mike Evans, we all saw that last night, tried to play on a hurt hamstring.
Don't ever do that.
Don't do that. That was the dumbest thing I've ever seen.
Don't ever do that.
Zay Flowers, ankle sprain, twist. Chris Godwin, dislocated ankle. Did you see that ankle?
I did not. I was asleep by then. Nope. Stop. Stop. See, when the nigga talks about his ankle, he starts making traffic signs. Shit's not right.
I'm saying.
Shit became a
Let's just say this.
Nigga became a crossing guard.
He was face down. His left ankle was face up. So, dislocated. Very Gordon Hayward type injury, but the complete opposite direction.
This shit was turned.
One thing I did like as he was getting carted off the field is he was not showing emotion, but he was like, he looked at the trainer that was with him. He said, "Time to go back to work, huh?" So, okay, back to work. That's literally what he was mouthing as he was going off the field. Like, okay, like tucking it back in.
Football players are different,
dude. Because I don't think I've ever played no more.
Mom, where's my brother? This is so crazy. Did you see my fucking ankle, man? It was backwards.
Yeah,
I can't walk.
No, thank you.
That is 11 players, and a lot of those players are like.
I want you to know that website that I sent you, that was 11 players. I didn't put everybody on there. I put but there was probably for each team at least 3 players that got hurt this past week.
That's 90 players.
There were offensive linemen that I left off because I just didn't know who they were. I mean, there were so many injuries this past week. I was like, well, I'll just keep track of this website because they update it every week.
Like, not to be funny, but that's part of the reason that we're not getting season tickets.
Well, yeah.
Like it's like I went to a game and it took me forever to figure out who the hell was on the field.
Yeah.
I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that no more. Top of the key, NBA Week 1 preview. Let's go, bro.
TNT Tuesday. We got the Knicks and the Celtics.
I like how you did that, by the way. That was fire.
Right?
That's fire.
Because I didn't want to
No, they need to know.
TNT Tuesday. We got the Celtics hosting the Knicks.
Blowout city right now.
Blowout. First. They open as a 5.5 point favorite. Let's just say they are blowing that out.
I probably should have taken that.
Yeah.
Put $3,000 on that.
Absolutely. We will see what the Knicks look like is what I wrote here. Don't look
not
good.
So good right now.
Timberwolves at Lakers is the late game tonight. We got Timberwolves without Cat going to LA.
Are you going to stay up and watch a little bit of this?
Yeah, I think I am. Yeah.
I got to.
Yeah.
For sure.
Hope this means that they'll play a little faster and spread right. I don't even know what I read.
Not spread right now. Spread. Hope it spread right now is the only 1 point favorite. Like what?
Oh, the spread right now is only a 1 point.
Oh, yeah. There you go.
In favor of the Lakers.
I can't read.
Yeah, there we go.
All right.
ESPN Wednesday. We got the Bucks at the 76ers.
I don't give a shit about that game.
Now that Embiid and PG are out, and Chris Middleton out.
Yeah, I don't give a shit about that game. Yeah, they do better.
Suns and Clippers.
Yep.
Again.
I'm happy you skipped over that because I really don't care. Suns and Clippers, what's going on here?
Leonard's out indefinitely with his knee injury.
Yeah.
So James Harden and the Clippers will do their thing.
Yeah.
But
y'all don't care about that right now either.
It will be interesting to see what the Suns look like now that Beal and everybody's healthy. So
nothing.
Nothing.
Mike Budenholzer, though. They got Mike Budenholzer.
They do have that.
We'll see.
Good for them.
Nothing. Interesting. Nothing.
TNT Thursday.
All right.
Spurs at the Mavericks. This one I'm actually intrigued by.
Are you?
Yeah, I think
this does something for you a little bit.
Yeah.
What's the intrigue? Is it the Spurs or the Mavericks or D all the above?
Now that I saw a couple preseason games with Chris Paul and
they were dropping dimes. Their alley-oop game. Their alley-oop game was kind of
the only
fire.
thing that you have to worry about is this: will he stay healthy? As far as Chris Paul goes, and we all know what that might probably be. So you've got 2 injury-prone players.
Joel Embiid, you're saying?
You got Klay Thompson, who struggled shooting in the preseason, going to the Mavericks. So I kind of want to see that. Oh, he struggled bad. Yeah. A couple 0 for 9s. Like, it was not good. Thunder at the Nuggets will be the late game on Wednesday.
0 for 9s?
Thursday, sorry.
Was that legitimate 0 for 9?
He had an 0 for 9 in the preseason. It was bad.
Is he starting?
Yeah. These are 3. Yeah. I'm excited for this one.
You should probably fix that.
Yeah, it's bad.
Jesus.
Thunder the Nuggets Thursday is the late game. Excited to watch the Thunder this year. Sadly, Hartenstein will be out 5 to 6 weeks with a hand injury.
Yeah.
But come midseason, Thunder, they got adding Alex Caruso and adding him. I actually really like that for the Thunder. Nuggets, I'm now not really.
You over them?
I'm kind of over the Nuggets. I think losing KCP. We talked about this.
We talk about this, bro.
KCP,
Bruce Brown.
Yeah, I just don't.
Was it Bruce Brown? Is that right? Bruce Brown.
Yeah.
He came to the Pacers. Was it Bruce Brown? Yeah. KCP. It's just not the same.
Yeah, it's not the same. They're missing that dynamic person. So they'll be.
You intrigued by Russ?
No.
Okay.
No, I'm not.
Okay. I feel you.
ESPN Friday. This is what we're doing. Pacers at the Knicks.
Yo.
Thank you.
Yo. Booyaka.
Yeah, rivalry is back and in full effect. Pacers will look to keep pace with the rest of the teams.
That was nice.
East,
I see what you did there.
But did not make any changes. They got healthy and strengthened their chemistry in the offseason.
What you mean they didn't make any changes?
Roster-wise.
What you mean?
Who's got added to the Pacers?
What? Who's the backup center?
Wiseman. But like
that you acted like you was all excited about that. Like, why are you
that's
losing
huge.
your
But right
excitement
now
on that?
he's still third on the depth chart. They have Jackson as the second person.
You was all excited. So
I am excited, but like I got to see what that rotation is.
You know what though? This is what I will say about there not being roster changes. Benedict Mathurin.
Like, I want you to know that this was a positive thing that I said, that they're not making changes.
Oh, go. I'm gonna shut the fuck up.
Because I said what they did do was strengthen their chemistry.
Yeah.
Like, so
Yeah.
that was my point.
I'm an asshole sometimes.
I was like,
I'm
that's
really
a good
excited.
thing. They kept the
Benedict
roster-
Mathurin's coming this year.
Yeah, to me, that is almost a roster
That's
change.
exactly what I was about to say. That is exactly what I was about to say.
They picked up his player option, so that's huge. I think 3 people on the roster, they picked up their player option. Shepard was the other one. And
did they?
Yeah, Shepard was one. He was one, and I want to say Isaiah Jackson probably was the other one. So they're keeping everybody. But the thing is, this will be Mathurin's prove it year to get a larger contract. This is a big year for Mathurin.
Ben Mathurin, barring health, is coming for you niggas this year.
Yeah, it's going to be hard to keep him out of the starting lineup.
He watched them go to the Eastern Conference Finals without him.
Correct. And would have been a complete
He had to literally
game changer.
sit on the bench and watch them go to the Eastern Conference Finals without him.
Yep.
No, he's going to be on.
Yeah,
one.
he's going to be on one. Yeah.
Because he's already on one.
Oh, yeah.
He's about to be on one.
Suns at Lakers play late on that one. Sure. So, there's that game.
Are you intrigued by the Lakers this year? Are you a believer? Can they get a 4 seed out of these hoes?
Yeah, I just
What
hate
is
the
it?
Bronny James shit. Like, I'm so sick with the media stuff around it. I'm not sick of Bronny James. I'm sick of the media talking to first father and son. We're gonna at least play him in the second quarter this year because Ken Griffey Jr. and his
Did you
dad.
see that?
Like, I'm just like, oh my god.
Y'all niggas are DTing it for sure.
God
This
damn.
nigga said
I just wanna see
they're bringing every father-son duo who's ever done anything in life ever and giving them fucking front row seats. They're taking away Jack Nicholson's seats so the fucking father-son duo
Pop
can
and
come
Son
hang.
store owners and shit are coming out like, this could have been us, son. Like, I just don't. Like, I'm so sick of that part of it. I want to see Bronny James succeed, but this is the stuff that stopped people from succeeding.
But what if?
What if?
What if?
He had a great preseason, last preseason game.
He had
scored
17 points, bro. Like,
good for him.
what if, bro? Just what if? What if?
I did put on here
Oh,
notable
you're so
free
funny.
agents that are still out there.
All right, free agents.
Gordon Hayward's on here, but he officially retired, so they should take him off this list.
That is not updated.
Yeah, no. Evan Fournier, Markel Fultz, David Bertans, Robert Covington's out there, Jay Crowder's out there, Wesley Matthews, JaVale McGee, Reggie Bullock, Justin Holiday still out there, Patrick Beverly's overseas, Boban Marjanovic.
He retired. Did he retire?
Did Boban?
He went overseas.
Did he go overseas?
He went overseas.
Dennis Smith Jr., who cares? Thanos Antetokounmpo towards
Who cares?
Achilles.
Oh.
He's done. O'Shea Brissett. That actually, O'Shea should get a chance. He had a great kind of like 7th, 8th man off the bench for the Celtics.
Can he go to the Lakers? Where does O'Shea go? Where does he go to the Timberwolves and play D? Does he go to the Mavericks? Does he go to
You know who has an open roster spot?
Miami?
You know who has an open roster spot?
The Indiana Pacers?
Indiana Pacers.
Cinderella.
Indiana Pacers cleared one of the roster spots.
You do.
They only have 14 people on the roster.
Maybe it's for O'Shea Brissett. Maybe they just really want to just click all the way up again.
Why not?
Like, fuck it, nigga. Let's run this bitch all the way back.
Bismack Biyombo, Danilo Gallinari still out there.
I'm excited about 0 of these names.
Thaddeus Young's out there. Isaiah Thomas, get him on a squad somewhere.
No.
Why not?
Because.
Why not?
Isaiah Thomas is not 2024 NBA ready.
Ty Washington Jr. Everyone that's on a roster should be at the roster. That's really kind of what that is.
That's congregation. Congregation says amen. You know what I'm saying? Like
wing shot.
Oh, is it my turn?
Yeah.
Yay. WNBA Finals recap. New York Liberty wins it in 5, which again, congratulations to you because we have been absolutely crushing it on these hoes with our picks this year. Great WNBA finals overall, straight up. 4 out of 5 games were decided by 5 points or less. Ionescu with a buzzer beater in game 3. The best 2 teams made it to the WNBA finals for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
Like for sure. Game 5, 67-62 in overtime. The Liberty win. They had Carmelo in the building. They had the Weatherspoons in the building. Like, you know, it was super duper deep in there. 18,000 plus people. Fat Joe was in the building. Skinny Joe. Have you seen that nigga walk lately?
Yeah, it doesn't look good.
Have you seen it? It's like
it looks like old dude that was DJing.
I don't ever want to diss Fat Joe because Fat Joe's a real killer. But like, yo, man, I feel bad for them knees. It doesn't look good.
He carried all that weight for that many years.
Exactly.
Like, that's so
Sabrina went 1 for 19 in the WNBA Finals Championship. She played pretty bad in Game 4 and Game 5. Miss Stewie went 4 for 15. Role players got this one done for sure. And girl, Jonquil Jones balled the fuck out. Not a role player at all. She's a real one. WNBA Finals MVP, 17.8, 7.2 rebounds, and a couple assists per game. But the thing that I don't like that we're talking about when it comes to the WNBA Finals is how bad the officiating was across the board. And not just the last 5.5 seconds of Game 5, but Game 1 through Game 5, and quite truthfully, all season long. WNBA officiating, for some reason, just isn't great.
Yeah, they haven't figured it out.
It just isn't fantastic. But the last foul call, through my perspective lens, you can tell me what you think, was average at best. You know, I think they definitely got a homer call, especially after seeing the replay and seeing Stewie basically get the ball to the 3-point line and run to the free throw line before she even.
You get the ball, you get so excited, you just want to go put it in.
Before she even took a dribble. The free throw discrepancy was huge. You know, 7 for 8 for Minnesota and 21 for 25 for the Liberty. So that matters. And I do hate that it was tarnished slightly by, you know, that last 5.5 seconds. And, you know, we're talking about referees in the finals more than we're talking about the gameplay. What you think?
No, I agree. I think, and again, it's all season. This hasn't been one of those things. Like, we've had this discussion about referees in the WNBA multiple times. Get better. I need to, because now you're under a bigger microscope than you ever have been. So.
I wonder if, like, the NBA referees, and not to disrespect, but they're better, I guess, to some capacity. Are they training them? Is there some type of relationship between the two, or is it like where are they learning from? Are they like pulling these out of like high schools, or like what?
Well, and I mean, be transparent.
No disrespect, but for real,
NBA referees also have
more
games to do.
Fair.
You see more. You learn from it more.
Faster.
It's faster. You have to make decisions more on the fly. Like, you have more opportunity to be better in the NBA than you do in the WNBA.
Snarf. Corner shot. College football.
Week 8 recap.
He be killing these sections, dog. He be killing this shit. You do.
Number 7, Alabama. Number 11, Tennessee. QB Nico. Yep. Llama Lava.
Suave.
And the Vols upset Alabama 24-17 in a great SEC matchup. Nico, 14 for 27, 194 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 IT. Jalen Milroe, 25 for 45, 239 yards, 1 touchdown, 2 interceptions. But running back Dylan Dylan, a spit hot fire. 26 carries for 139 yards and 2 TDs. He was really the difference. Number 5, Georgia at Texas. Georgia went in there and blew the doors off.
Did they blow him out bad?
Oh, yeah. Went into Texas, blew the doors off. Viewers and the Texans just could not figure out that thing. What was it? It ended up being like 37-15 or something like that.
Yeah, that's blowing the doors off.
They even had Arch Manning come in for 1 series just so Ewers could catch his breath. That's really what they said.
Not so he could catch his breath.
Yeah.
Oh, it's like it's fast out there.
Oh my God. Y'all see how fast they were?
There's like 18 of them, coach.
Yeah. Georgia did this with Carson Beck throwing 3 interceptions.
Quarterback play is shitty.
Yeah.
I hate to be the one to say it, but there's a few select quarterbacks both in the NFL and in college football that are balling out, but every athlete is not a quarterback. That's all I'm going to say.
Yep. Trevor Etienne had 19 carries or 87 yards and 3 touchdowns. He played very, very well. Then we had number 24, Michigan, and number 22. Here's my thing with this one. Michigan sucks. Which, again, like, this isn't new.
They should suck.
They should suck. Like, they suck.
Most teams that win a national championship, like, you know, everybody's not bamming all the other teams. Everybody doesn't come back.
Here's what pissed me off with this one is that before this game, they're 24, Illinois 22, and Michigan was a 5-point favorite.
Oh.
Like, huh? I even took Illinois. And I'm a Michigan fan.
Sometimes you got to bet with your wallet.
Yeah, like that's
sometimes you got to just make smart choices.
Illinois still my team to watch in the Big Ten. I think they're going to.
He called this before the season started.
I did.
He literally called this before the season started. Just need to say that.
Rankings, AP college football rankings. After that, we got Oregon took over the number 1 spot. Georgia at number 2. Penn State at number 3. 4 Ohio State. Texas drops to 5, Miami at 6, Tennessee at 7, LSU at 8, Clemson at 9, and then Iowa State now at 10.
All right.
Indiana is sneaking up there. Have moved 3 spots up.
They are undefeated, bro.
They are 7-0. They're at number 13 now, and honestly should probably be higher than that.
Good for you.
Yeah, good job by you. Way to go, coach, to come in and just completely change.
Culture just completely matters.
Completely
they flip that whole shit on these hoes. Good for you.
Illinois does go to 20. They're going to be good.
Michigan's out of the top 25.
Yeah, they're done.
Good, they're done.
Yeah, and won't make it back.
Do they really suck? Like,
they're bad.
Is it a tough watch?
They have no passing. I mean, they don't have a quarterback.
Say less. Tough watch. All right.
Matchups for week 9. You got Nebraska at number 4 OSU. And the only reason I put this is OSU player game. Especially Nebraska coming off a big loss the way that they lost. Like, just do what you should do.
I hate that I can't love Ohio State because I don't like our coach.
It's tough, yeah.
It makes me really sad. Like,
he just looks weird.
It really makes me sad.
It's hard to look at him on the sidelines.
It is, man.
Number 20, Illinois at number 1, Oregon.
Good for Oregon. Although we did go out to Oregon and lose by a point. So, like, you know, it's not a horrible loss. Like, that's a tough place to play.
What I will say this, I'm really excited for this matchup. Oregon right now is a 25-point favorite over Illinois.
No way.
You should at least pick Illinois to cover the spread on that. That's ridiculous to me.
No way. If you got $500, just do it.
Yes. Illinois, what I will say is Illinois needs to keep this game close in the first half. Oregon does a really good job at second half adjustments.
True.
So you can't let them get out too fast or else it'll get ugly.
If you're up 17-10 at halftime, that'll be a beautiful thing.
That'll be a win. That's a win right there.
That's a beautiful thing for sure.
Yeah, because or
down 17-10. That's a beautiful thing.
You do have the capabilities of upsetting Oregon. I think they're a little overrated.
Is it night game?
I think so.
Is it night game or is it like that matters? That matters. It's all good though. Keep going. It's fine.
Number 21 Missouri at number 15 Alabama. This is another one. Bama's a 13.5-point favorite over Mizzou right now. Do not agree with that. Pick Missouri to at least cover the spread on that. That's just ridiculous to me. And Missouri might actually end up winning this game.
Thank you. He's giving y'all some gems right now.
Missouri was the other team that we talked about. They're really, really good. They're one-loss team.
I'm so happy. I'm so happy he's telling the truth out here today.
Come on, this is ridiculous. Number 5 Texas at number 25 Vanderbilt. Texas will look to this. Actually, might get kind of ugly because Texas just lost the way that they lost. They might come in and just we had one game.
We
Vanderbilt.
are Texas.
Yeah. Number 8 LSU at number 14 Texas A&M. Penn's pick will win this matchup for sure. The spread is 2.5 points right now, and as A&M is favored over LSU at the number 14 versus the number 8.
They're about to dig in that ass.
Correct. Look for them to continue to rely on their stout running game as Le'Veon Moss has run for 674 yards and 8 touchdowns.
What are we 6-1, 7-1? I mean, we only lost one game, right? Correct. First game of the year and then run out 7?
Correct.
Oh, let's go A&M.
Pop Spicks. I just spit everywhere. That was weird. Pop Spicks. Pop Spits. Top 25. These are going to be my betting favorites right now. Syracuse over number 19 Pitt.
To win the game?
To win the game.
Oh, wow. That was ballsy.
Win the game. It's only a 2.5-point spread right now, and I think you should pick Syracuse. Syracuse was another sleeper team that we talked about. Notre Dame, number 12 versus number 20. First time Navy and Army have been ranked in 100 years or
both
something
unfaded.
Yes. Notre Dame over Navy. I think that'll be a win for them. I already talked about it. Missouri over Bama as far as the win. Texas over Vanderbilt. Illinois to cover the spread, 21.5-point spread. They're going to at least cover that. Number 3, Penn State to cover and actually expand that 6.5-point spread over Wisconsin. Wisconsin sucks.
That one scares me, but I agree with the rest of them.
Texas A&M to cover 2.5-point spread over LSU.
They'll beat them by 10 or they'll beat them
Correct.
by 10 plus.
Yes.
I like Pop's picks.
Pop's picks.
That's a nice little addition, my ninja. I like that. Bro, give it up to Pops on Around the World. I added a little WNBA and some other shit in there, but this dude does this every single time. He's fire. Big props to you. I see what you did there as well. We're going to take a quick break. We're going to come back with Naptown News, the fine print. We'll be out of here in just a little bit. See you soon, homies.
We're brothers. We're happy and we're singing and we're
I've been
colored.
repeating it to myself.
Give me a high five.
Welcome back to the 317 Sports Project, presented by our second sponsor, Clean Kicks, Columbus, Ohio's #1 premium sneaker treatment shoe cleaning service. We clean kicks, we paint kicks, we do ice sole restoration and a bunch of other dope services. And also the shoe box, which is Clean Kicks on Wheels, is officially in the streets, meaning that we offer pickup and drop off, along with the ability to pull up to an event and be the life of the party. Premium sneaker treatment for premium sneakerheads. Do yourselves a favor and give us a follow over at Instagram, cleankicks.614.
That was smooth.
That felt good.
That was smooth.
That felt good.
That was smooth. That was nice. That was the best one in a while. That was really nice. That was real good. That was nice.
That felt good.
Yeah.
Our next segment, Naptown News. We're kicking it off with the Indianapolis Colts. Have you put in your escape artist?
Escape artist.
I'm not mad at you one bit, bro.
Really, the last 2 weeks.
I'm not mad at you. Well, I looked at that and I was like, the nigga's right. The nigga's right for sure. 4-3, Anthony Richardson is capital letters BACK back. He's clearly our guy. I won't say their guy, clearly our guy. 10 for 24, 129 yards. There were some good throws. There were some bad throws. Mm-hmm. Does his QBR matter to you right now?
Okay. Not this season.
All right, that's fair. 14 carries, which feels like a lot to me, for 54 yards. But we got the dub. Most importantly, the brother just needs to keep getting reps, as Joe Flacco said. He said he doesn't even know what questions he's supposed to be asking me yet, and rightfully so. They have a great relationship, but like Joe Flacco said, he needs reps.
He does.
Real game reps. So whatever happens, happens. Offensive line. I got to give it to the homies, bro. I mean, they've given up 0 sacks in the last 2 games, which is a big deal. Our running backs ran for a total of 87 yards on 22 carries versus Miami. Goodson had 14 for 51, which is 3.6 yards per carry and a touchdown. And my boy Trey Sermon, I fuck with that guy a lot, 4.2 yards per carry. And they're holding it down with JT out. Mm-hmm. You got to give it to the offensive line. They're still, with JT out, while Anthony Richardson was gone, they were still doing their job. And that's really all that you can kind of ask of those 5 or 6 or whoever, if one is out, whatever the case may be. And then our defense. They're not playing so well. 30th overall, 389 yards per game. 26th in passing defense. 31st in rushing defense. 18th in points per game. 14 total sacks, 4 interceptions, 27th in red zone, and 28th on third down.
Yep.
What do you think about that?
I think those stats are somewhat skewed because you had 2 or 3 really, really bad games to start the season defensively. Statistics
so it should be having a slant.
It has a little bit of a slant. Now, that wouldn't change the numbers too much as far as like where they're ranked. I think they might be a point here, a couple points there as far as where they could actually be, but you started out so poorly.
Maybe like the mid to top 20s.
Somewhere in there.
All right.
They've played a little bit better at the bend and don't break in the last couple, causing some turnovers.
Do you think that's against bad teams? Because Miami's not great. Do you take that into consideration? That it's not like we're out there playing Tua in them.
No, when you're causing turnovers by punching the ball out and doing stuff like that, that's just good football.
Okay.
That's good acumen as far as how to
coaching them up.
You're right. You could have done that against another player. That's just knowing how to attack the ball while somebody's trying to get more yardage.
Okay.
So yeah, they're still not great, but I will say this is DeForest Buckner comes back from IR this week. That'll be a huge thing. Hopefully that means we're just going to get more pressure on the quarterback to.
Latu's playing well.
Latu's playing pretty good.
Latu's playing well.
Yeah, and again, like
Not perfectly, but he's playing
everyone's
well.
going like he only has one sack. He has a lot of pressures.
He's got a lot of pressure.
a lot of pressures. Sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
He looks good. He's going to.
He'll keep figuring that out.
Exactly.
He'll keep figuring that out.
There's a reason he got taken that. Like, and I think he's going to end up really good.
Couldn't agree more.
Yeah.
Shoulda, couldas of the season. Very well could have or should have beat the Jags. Should have beat the Jags.
Yeah, and sadly...
Do you say we should have beat the Jags or could have beat the Jags? I think we should have beat the Jags.
Should have beat the Jags, right? Probably.
Okay.
Sadly, because they got to practice against us, their offense is woken up now. So they might have dug themselves too deep of a hole, but Jags actually... They looked good, but previous to this, like last London game, the previous 2 weeks, they looked pretty damn good again on offense. Trevor Lawrence looked better. I'll say that. Trevor
should have beat the Jags.
Should have beat the Jags.
Could have beat the Houston Texans and we beat 6-1.
Yeah, this is a big
first game of the year. Could have beat them.
Could have beat them.
Yeah. Were you with me at that game?
Yeah,
we went to that game. Could have beat them.
Could have beat them. This makes it a really big game this week against the Texans because they lost. This will actually be for number one in the AFC South, for a tie at number one in the AFC South this coming week because they just lost. So they're 5-1. We're 5-2. We're 4-3. This is a huge game. huge game.
Wow. Both conference games that we lost, or those were, so we're 1-2. Are we overrated, underrated, or just right?
At 4-3,
right? That's what I'm saying. Could be 5-2,
but
could be 6-1.
But I'm also still, with how the defense is played, I'm still impressed at 4-3.
That's exactly what I'm saying.
I'm like,
are we overrated? Are we underrated? Or are we just right? That's why I asked it.
Are we just right?
Okay.
I think we're just right. Because we could be the other side too,
right? We could be 2-5.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Thank God for Joe Flacco. Thank God you pay for a great backup quarterback and what he's done to keep them afloat. But the way the defense is played. If the defense played a little bit better, we'd literally be 5-2 and 5-2 at least. The Pittsburgh, the surprise team Pittsburgh Steelers type shit on these hoes for sure. Indiana Pacers. This is more you than it is me, doggy. Yeah, so just kind of look at the depth chart going into the season. We didn't make a lot of changes. The biggest one, again, we kind of mentioned, we have James Wiseman added to this center rotation. It's going to be hard for Isaiah Jackson to stay in his spot. I think Wiseman had a hell of a great preseason. I think he adds a dynamic of strength that we don't have as much down low.
What do you need from him? Is he points or is he rebounds? He attitude? What is he?
Rebounds for sure. He's a great rebounder.
Okay. I'm just curious.
Because,
what is his role?
Because Miles spends so much time behind the three in the perimeter. Miles can be a great he can be a good rebounder, but he's just not in that position.
He's not a dog.
Correct.
Yeah.
He's more finesse where we needed the strength and willing to fight, give up some fouls, get into some faces. Isaiah Jackson has the attitude, but not the size.
Yeah, he's I don't want to call him petite, but
he's little.
He's little.
Yeah,
he's tall. You know what I'm saying? But skinny for sure. But not KG skinny. Is he KG skinny?
No.
Okay.
No, but Wiseman has those big ass shoulders.
Is he KD skinny? Is he KD
No, he's not
skinny?
KD skinny. No.
Okay.
But Wiseman was the number 2 pick in the draft and just hasn't really had a chance because of injuries to start at Golden State. Hasn't been given that chance in the draft. I mean, again, same draft that we've got the rest of our roster from. So
Jack is day to day.
Correct.
So
they already did say
James is going to get some tick.
They already did announce today that Isaiah Jackson is out for tomorrow's game.
James is getting some tick.
Correct.
All right.
So that's why I'm like,
so then you go ahead and move that spot over because he's getting that tick.
Isaiah Jackson, actually, this might be you already losing your spot in the rotation.
Bro, you better not mess around and lose your spot in the rotation. Yeah. Puff, pass, nigga.
So we have our normal starters. We got Halliburton, Andrew Nimhard, Aaron Nesmith. Nesmith needs to watch out for Mathurin. Pascal Siakam, Miles Turner. Everyone's healthy. Everyone's ready to go in that starting five.
I personally think that sometime in the season, they should switch that. And I think Aaron Nesmith is the kind of player to be the sixth man of the year. If Aaron Nesmith came off our bench, I don't think Ben Mathurin has the willingness to come off and think I'm gonna be sixth man of the year. Aaron Nesmith has the humility and the skill set to be like, fuck it, I'm gonna be sixth man of the year.
Absolutely.
Yeah, for sure.
Of course, we got TJ McConnell, Ben Shepherd. Ben Shepherd is the guy that everyone talked about in the offseason on the roster.
He can shoot that thing, cuz.
Tyrese talked about it. We had Obi Toppin, James Johnson talked about.
Shoot that thing, cuz.
Defensively and offensively, the strides that he took in the offense to be better.
I think he was in a gym too.
Oh,
I think he was getting strong.
Yeah, Shepard's going to have another great season. Again, they picked up his rookie option too, so he'll be around for a couple more seasons at least.
Our squad is nice, bro.
We have a nice little squad.
Our squad is nice, bro.
Yes. So we kind of go realistic expectations.
Oh, I forgot we did this. All right, here we go. For me, 52 to 54 wins, which is 5 to 7 more wins than last season's 47, which I think capital letters is very attainable. We've not won 50 plus games since our 2013-2014 season, and we won 35 games in 2022-2023. So we went up 12 games. We said last year we thought between 45 and 49 or something like that. We pretty much hit that nail on the head, and I think that they will be able to go up 5 to 7 more games and get over the 50 hump, be a sneaky four seed, and they'll get 52 wins, 54 wins.
Yeah, our November is very, very important. We start out the first part of the season, a lot of games on the road, but we have a pretty big stretch of November where we have majority of home games. So we have to start out quickly and cannot fall behind when it comes to this. Now, we had a fast start last year. I know a lot of these guys are wanting to actually win what's the cup called again now?
In-season tournament
cup. Kobe Bryant. Is this the Kobe Bryant? Did they switch it to the Kobe Bryant?
They better have.
I think they did.
I really hope they did.
I think they did.
Like, stop it. Like,
so the in-season tournament, like, I know
he
now
should
that
also be the logo,
like,
by the way.
We want that agreed.
He should be the logo.
So the start matters. Like the first part of the year, first quarter of the year, finish this year really, really strong. Come out with if you can have.
You got to just think about the East for a second, right? Milwaukee is, I think, a little out of whack.
Yeah, I think Milwaukee will actually finish the lowest that they finished in a few seasons. I expect them where they've been in the top 3, the last whatever. I think they're going to be in that 4 or 5 spot this year.
Philadelphia is a little out of whack.
Yep.
Miami is a little out of whack.
Miami's about to blow it up. Don't be surprised if they trade Jimmy Butler before the All-Star break.
Boston, very, very put together.
They're ready.
Very put together. But you have to think, we just talked about this 2 or 3 times. What's the score now?
88 to 61.
Okay, we've talked about this a few times. The Indiana Pacers is basically running it back. You can't do one thing that you can't fake is camaraderie.
Yeah.
They fucking love each other,
yes.
dog. The New York Knicks got to get adjusted to Karl Anthony Towns.
Still not afraid of
the Sixers got to get adjusted to Paul George. They won't even play together for so long.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, the Pacers really have an opportunity to be a sneaky, nice squad, bro. Because still, no one believes. They went to the Eastern Conference Finals, and still, like, they're like, we don't believe it.
Yep.
So, anyway.
Yeah. So I'm with you.
How many wins you think?
I'm in that 50 range for sure.
All right.
What we had 47 last year?
Yeah, man.
47.
So you can't go win 45.
No. Do not go back to like almost being 500. Like that's not what you can do.
Just saying.
Yeah, I think you have to win 45. You finished in 6th last
There's
spot.
a new standard.
You better be in that 4th or 5th spot,
exactly.
if not higher.
And it's going to take 52 wins to get there.
Absolutely.
All
you
right.
got to be in that 4th or 5th spot this season to keep proving the fact that we're still coming.
We get load out here,
Dropping
but we
loads.
still coming. The fine print. Section D. Speaking of D. Section D. Swear to God.
Out here dropping loads of information.
The 317 Sports Project. We get old, but we still coming. Dropping loads of information. That is hilarious. Fine print. Tua Tagovailoa, the Miami Dolphins quarterback, as you all know, made a statement that said, "I love this game till the death of me." That's mad powerful. He has gotten every test that you could possibly get and is showing zero signs of concussion issues. None of the doctors that he met mentioned that he should even considering retirement. What do you think? You good with that?
I think we might see somebody pass away on the field.
Okay. My concern is this. My concern, and I am concerned about Tua, but my sole concern is not Tua. If he wants to go out there and risk his body, that's his body, that's his choice. We all know that his daddy's like, go play football. You know what I'm saying?
He'll still beat him for sure.
You know what I'm saying? I don't think that he wants to be the guy known for concussions. I think that he's trying to come back so he can like be known for something different. But I also don't think that he wants to be known for the guy who died on the football field.
Right.
That's just my perspective. My concern, to be honest with you though, is for his opponents, especially the defenses. If I'm a defensive lineman, if I'm a linebacker and I come on a blitz on the blind side, there is no way in the world that I am laying into Tua Tagovailoa, because I know that if I hit him hard enough, I might be the dude on Wikipedia that is the dude that killed Tua Tagovailoa on the football field. Yeah, I'm just being honest. We've already heard that there have been players who have been like begging him to just get down when he goes to drop back because they don't want to hit him. Like, I don't know. I'll never tell a man what to do with their life, but like, I think it's sometimes the people around people need to save them from themselves. I don't think if there was any way in the world that I was playing a sport that could possibly kill me, that you and Tej and Brittany wouldn't be like, my dog. Like, we need you to stop. We need.
Like, I just like, hey,
for my mental health,
I need you to stop. And at this point, you don't have it. I'm telling you, you're stopping. Like, you got to stop. Yeah.
Period.
Yeah.
And in our second part of this, moving on, I agree with everything you said. Sports enhancements in the NFL. And of course, it's a thing, but I saw some suspensions come up. Jameis Winston, wide receiver of the Lions, got 2 games for violating performance enhancement policy. Gibson, free safety of the San Francisco 49ers, got 6 games for PEDs, which means he's probably done it before. Danico Autry, defensive tackle of Houston, got 6 games for PEDs, which means he's probably done it before. A bunch of people got detrimental to the league suspensions. Could be anything. There's like 5 or 6 people on here. Long story short, I got a couple questions. What percentage of the NFL players, quote unquote, cheat?
A lot.
What percentage you think? 100%. What do you think? Right?
37.
I think it's more like 73. The opposite of 37. Like, I think it's more. Nice. I think it's more like 73. Are you okay with it?
Do we think we'd have more deaths and injuries if not?
Do we think we'd have more deaths and injuries than not? No. I think cats would still be getting hurt. I think cats would still be having CTE because they're playing a collision sport from birth.
Then no, I'm not okay with it.
What do you mean, no?
I'm not okay with them cheating.
You're not?
No. Are you okay with them cheating?
No, but I guess I don't understand your rationale. What do you mean?
Would it help lower injuries if they took
would it help lower injuries? I thought you were saying like more people die if they could do it. I'm like, why do you want them to No. You know what I'm saying? I was like, damn, cuz, you all right?
Let them die. More people do it.
More collision, more steroids. No. Okay, so you're saying like,
if it's not helping anything, then no, you got to stop.
All right. Since they know for a fact that people are doing it, should they find some way to like legalize it so they could like measure it through everyone? Because they know that people are doing it, but they just don't know how much they're doing. So like, yeah, you can suspend me, but you don't know how much more I'm maximizing my body compared to somebody else who may just be doing one cycle. I may be like doing this shit all year long and just be out there a psychopath that can snap at any time. Do they just be like, here, man, here's your steroid shot for every player? Like, stop it. Everybody gets 1 a quarter. You know what I'm saying? You know, like whatever. If you choose to be in this program, if you choose to be in this program, this is how much it's gonna cost you to per be boom boom boom. But this is how we're gonna make sure that everybody's on the same page. I don't know. $7.5 million in fines and suspensions already, which is a super duper money maker for the league. Like, it's a lot of money that you know that if you go chest these fools, $7.5 million the NFL has gotten back in fines and suspensions, and we're not even halfway through the season yet. Yeah. That's a lot. Like, well done in NFL. Good for you. Well done. Yo, that's the show. Congratulations, we killed it again. That shit is absolutely dope. But most importantly, the NBA season is tipping off tonight, y'all. The Boston Celtics are kicking ass. The New York Knicks kind of suck right now. It's game 1. It's going to take them a little bit. I honestly think that Karl Anthony Towns might not be a cancer, but he definitely ain't the answer.
That's a great way to end it.
We'll see you guys in a couple of weeks. Peace.
I was like 2 years old, first time I heard a beat drop. Yeah. And by 3 years old, I'm learning how to beatbox. Yeah. 4 or 5 years old when I'm putting on the 45s. Final. Needle to the groove, I'm scratching up the sweet spots. Homie from the East Block, a Naptown where the fiends flock. Skip school all day, mama couldn't keep watch. Fresh fade with the Reeboks. Man, nah, nigga couldn't tell me nothing. I'm so sick in my own lane, preteen pimping, all the light skin, red bone loving. Boombox on with the headphones bumping, dreaming to find my niche. Cause I ain't really know back then when I picked up my first notebook and a black pen. That little nigga with a rhyme like this. I wasn't thinking to the days of a dope band, new EPs on a compact disc. Nah, shit, truth be told, I ain't know I could sound like this. For me back then, it was all a dream. 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 And this shit right here be the blue dreams do come true.